Welcome to video number 25. I know it's a Saturday, which is why I'm a little lazy today, and today my video is late. I apologize for the delay, but today let us talk about the history of gaming or how has the gaming industry evolved over the years. Since its birth in the 1950s at a science oddity fair in New York, gaming has evolved into one of the most profitable industries. And with the boom in smartphones right now, gaming industry has just opened its doors to a new generation of gamers. But when has gaming industry actually begun? It was Dr. Edward that brought up the first game at the New York World's Fair in the year 1950s or in the late 1950s. He came up with the first game. This game was named NIM. This game didn't garner much profit, but it saw around 50,000 gamers over a period of 6 months, which is not a pretty bad number at that time, considering the fact that gaming was still new. But this gaming or this idea of gaming did not last long until Atari came up with until a new game was introduced in the year 1960, or the concept of gaming actually came out a few decades later. It was exactly after 3 decades, in the year 1967, that a game called Brown Box was invented. And this brown box could be connected to a television. It was a vacuum tube circuit that could be connected to a television. And the idea of a game to be connected to a television made this game popular among the Americans at that time, because this was the first commercial game, or a game that could be played in a commercial house. But this did not gather enough profit, though the so-called brown box was sold to a company called Magnavox, and later it was rebranded as Magnavox. This gaming, the idea of commercial house gaming, was still an alien to the Native Americans at that time. And people were just coping up with the idea of gaming. Then came the light gun, which also was an added advantage. But the brown box did not last long until the first gaming around, the first commercial gaming, or the interest for gaming picked up with Atari. Atari was a company that introduced gaming on a much broader basis, and this is the first gaming industry that saw success. This is the first gaming industry that put in the concept of multi-gamers into a game, and this has become an instant hit all through the United States, not just in commercial houses, but this gaming industry was also set up at the restaurants, at bars, at bowling arenas, and even in the other shopping malls. Now the fact that gaming industry is in every home, and in the 1970s gaming industry has become popular. Games are always being set in restaurants so that people with the highest phones can have their name on top of the table. And this was a moment of prestige, because gaming was new or new to the Americans at that time. And winning a championship is, of course, a matter of prestige. And it is in the late 1970s that the personal computers started growing up. And with the personal computers growing up, gaming industry saw a massive paradigm shift from the gaming consoles to personal computers, or gaming in PCs. That is when Microsoft or IBM or Apple came up with their new set of games that has revolutionized the gaming industry once and for all. That made gaming even cheaper. But the actual source of gaming, or the actual roots of gaming, is still within the PS5s or the PlayStation that are being sold right now. So now that you've seen the gaming, or now that you've seen the evolution of gaming, we are also avid gamers. We play games. The advent of smartphones have changed the way the gaming industry is working right now. Because gaming industry is not just focusing on the PlayStations or the gaming consoles out there. The real profit that gaming industry makes is through smartphones, is through the personal computers out there, because they are cheap and common man can benefit a lot from that. Having told the importance of gaming, gaming always relaxes you. Enjoy gaming once in a while. Have a good day. I know it's a lazy content today, but this is how I spend my Saturdays, lazing around a bit. Thank you. Have a good day.